Hi guys, just gonna wait for a few more people to come into the room. I'm not doing any readings at the moment. Can you speak up? Am I loud enough? So I'm not doing any readings until later on, guys. I have a couple of things that I want to talk about in terms of Vedic astrology. I've got a couple of emails from you lot asking me what's going on astrologically speaking. So I'm about to go in. I am coming back later on at 11 a.m. UK time. So if you guys would like to get a reading from me, it is around that time. Please remember that members and subscribers can ask me as many questions as they like. Subscribers gets a guided message, and the first 15 minutes of my lives is directed to members and subscribers. And then after my alarm clock goes off, the 15 minutes, I will then start dedicating time to those who can't afford a reading, and etc. etc. 1 second, please. Sorry guys, had to find my lighter. So again, I'm not doing any readings today. Just to let you know, not yet. I'm doing readings at 11 o'clock. This is only Vedic astrology, so if you guys want to get a pen and paper and you want to take some dates down, then go right ahead and do it. Again, I will be back at 11 a.m. That's in like 2 hours or so, doing readings for members and subscribers. Yes, I did paint them. I didn't draw them, I painted them. I had no idea that I could paint. I just one day thought I was a painter and I got canvas. And then I started painting all of this stuff. Who knew, eh? I didn't know I could plait hair, cornrows, crochet. I didn't know I could do all of those stuff, but I did it all. I do my own nails. I do my own tattoos. You know, jack of all trade, but a master of none. That's me. So I am doing a reply to a whole bunch of emails that I got. Anna, when are you going to do some astrology? I need to know what's going on with the energy. It's a bit crazy. I'm not doing any readings at the moment. I should have, it should be written up here somewhere. Again, it is just Vedic astrology for now. And then I will be doing questions later on at 11. Okay. I want to say, first of all, a big thank you to Kellee White. I couldn't do this without you. Love you, appreciate you, God bless you. You are the best when it comes to astrology as far as I'm concerned. I do a bit of my own thing, but I also love to listen to my Kellee. So I like to do Vedic astrology, guys, because I just feel it's more accurate. I know people follow Western astrology and that's great. But for me, it just feels more like Vedic astrology is exactly where the planets are when they're supposed to be at that time. So I like doing Vedic, and for me, anytime I do the Vedic astrology thing or I look at the Western astrology, it seems to align with what the hell I'm going through in my life and what I'm feeling physically, mentally, and spiritually. It is in alignment so badly that I'm like, I need to let my people know what's going on out there, because I believe that caring is sharing. Now, before I get into the Vedic part of everything, as most of you know, I've just come back from the Philippines. And it was an amazing trip. It was a great trip. I had, oh God, I don't even know how to explain it. It's like you get the good with the bad, right? So it's like, I'm in the Philippines, I'm on this beach, I'm looking at a waterfall, and I'm so in the moment, because it's about being in the present, right? This is what I say to you, all of you, all the time. Be in the present moment. So as I'm in my present moment, listening to the sound of the waterfalls, looking at the clear waters. I will post up my trip here on TikTok at some point. I get a text message from my brother, and my brother proceeds to say to me that Pa might have to have his leg amputated. So for those of you who know me and my situation, my father was diagnosed with cancer last year. I mean, shit on a stick. I get the good stuff with the bad stuff, and I get it because it's life. So they found like a clot in his leg. They had to remove the clot. If they don't remove the clot, they have to put blood thinners in his leg. They have to amputate his toe, or it's like, what? So I'm there in my present moment, taking the beauty with the bad, because that's what life is about, isn't it, guys? Life is up and down. Life is good and bad. Life is grey, but with so much colour. It's too much. It is. It's a lot. But I have to remind myself that I chose to be here. I chose to have my soul family around me, the people that are going through their own crap. I chose to have open heart surgery 4 times, to have congenital heart disease, because on some soul level, I can't look at it through the physical eyes. I'm going to grow as a soul, because remember, guys, life is so temporary. It's like life is a gift, and in this life, we're going to have a lot of good shit and a lot of bad stuff. Now, I will tell you what I'm going through myself, not my family, but me physically. You can see a sling on my arm, right? Or whatever the hell you call this. I feel like something, I went in for a blood test, and they basically said to me that I could potentially, because I was like, there's something wrong with my arms. It feels really weird. It goes and it comes and it goes, and it is excruciating. It is a pain like no other. But I keep telling my arm, I love you. You are good. You are healed. And this is why I feel like sometimes it comes and it goes. And what I've noticed is when I worry, the pain comes. I could be worrying about anything from my family to, oh, am I going to have enough money to pay for that, this and the other? The standard mundane things. When I get into the energy of worry and not trusting in source, that's when I start to feel pain in my arms, and I notice that. When I don't surrender to the universe and go, listen, it is what it is, just keep it going. I'm telling you now. Oh, look at Shelly Marie trying to take my people. Sorry, sweetheart, not happening. Go and get your own people, yo. I would never go into somebody's live and go, hello, if you want a reading from me, come to me. That's just so sad. It's very sad and it's very pathetic. Anyway, so I noticed that when I go into the energy of worry, and guys, I'm sorry, but I'm still human. I still worry about things. I notice that I start to feel the pain in my arm. But when I start to surrender, I'm like, you're okay, man. You know, no pain, no gain. You've been through open heart surgery 4 times. You're going back for a 5th one. You're good, girl. You're good to go. So I have to remind myself of the things that I have already been through. And this is just a minor thing. So let's go into the Vedic astrology as well. There's no energy other than God's will. Very good, honey. Very good. I am a firm believer in God and every creator, source of power, love. Very good. I'm glad you know that. I'm so glad you know that. I don't need a preacher. I got my father, I got my mother, and I got my brother. But thank you. So, yes, 4 open heart surgeries. I was supposed to die when I was 10. And I'm 43 and I'm still here. And I got a 5th open heart surgery, which is all 9 hours long. So I had a near-death experience. For those of you who don't know me, near-death experience. Should have died, but I came back. Went to heaven. Realized that all religions are supposed to lead to one source of love and light. But we are all just basically warring each other. As you know what's going on in the world today. Power. Everybody wants power. Money, and we kill each other off for it. How pathetic. Let's go into the Vedic astrology, okay? Again, a big thank you to Kellee White. February is going to bring a lot of amazing things. Forget everything that you're watching on the news. I personally don't like to watch the news because it is just wasted information. It's fear-mongering. That's how the government scares the crap out of you. I ain't about that life. I'm about putting out love, light, energy, I need to laugh. I need to smile. Don't get me wrong. I know what's going on in the world. What's always been going on in the world. War, starvation, famine, all of this crap. I already know that. What they've been telling us on the news, they've been telling us for decades. So nothing has changed. So why do I need to watch the news? I don't need it. I'm not going to add my fear into the energy. I would rather be love energy. Okay, because love can heal war, believe it or not. So February will bring out a lot of amazing things. And February is the leap year, right? The 29th is a leap year. This happens like four times a year with the leap year. That already is odd. So for those of you who are born on the 29th, I mean, you have a birthday every 4 years. You're lucky thing. You're very lucky. So you don't age, basically. Again, it's a leap year, and a leap year is a very odd month, right? But also what we have during this time frame, we have the year of the wood dragon, the Chinese astrology. Now, the year of the wood dragon, for me, it's wearing green, jade, anything green, emerald this year. You have to have something green on you. When I went to the Philippines, before I went to the Philippines, I had a dream that I went to the casino and I won some money. And my mom just happened to want to go to the casino. And I said to all of the people that were coming with me, wear green. I don't care if it's a green outfit. I don't care if it's a green ring. I don't care if it's a green bracelet. Wear some green shoes, a green clip. I don't care. Wear something green. And I guarantee you, I'm telling you now, when we went to the casino, everyone that wore green won something. So because this is the year of the wood dragon, it's a good time to wear green. Try and add it to you. I don't care if it's a clip. I don't care if it's a ring, a shirt, your underpants, your socks. Green. Wear green. Because green is it's the heart chakra. It's a very good energy. If your heart chakra is open, you will magnetize to you everything that you've been manifesting in this world. So all I'm saying is green. Now, I'm telling you, when I went to the casino and I was wearing a green dress, it was like green and white, I won. I was like, this is crazy. My mum won like 12,000 pesos. And she's like, choking for everybody. It was so fun. So I would highly recommend that every day have something green on you. It will bring you a bit of luck. You don't have to do jack. You don't have to do a thing, but what do you have to lose by me saying wear something green? Wear green underpants, for crying out loud. Anything green would be good, a good energy. So with the wood dragon from the 10th of February, we also have what we called a stallion. Now in Vedic astrology, all of the planets are going direct, meaning that there is no planet in retrograde. When planets are in retrograde, it means planets are going really slow. The energy feels really slow and it will feel slow and stagnant. But there are 5 planets going direct, guys. This means energy. Yes, the wood dragon. This means energy. So we have all of these planets that are going direct. There are no planets in retrograde. And again, when they all go direct, it is very rare. And it will last till the 1st of April, April Fool's Day. All this energy is good because it makes things move quicker. This is a very good time to activate your ideas, to implement ideas and take action on it. New business, partnership. I want to study something brand new. I want to add on to what I already have. Go do it, guys. Go do it. That thing that you've been thinking about last year and at the beginning of the year, I guarantee you this is the time to do something. Even though whatever is going on outside of the world, you have to just remember you are you and you are where you are, and you need to start activating your ideas, and you need to start putting out love energy, not only for the universe, but for yourself, and start doing things for you. So anything that you wanted to do, this is a great time to make it move, make moves on the things, your ideas that you want to do. It's so fast. This energy is so fast. It's time to create, like I said, and implement your ideas. This is a good time for it. I'm thinking of all ideas how I can expand my business, my tarot business, and add on other things to it. I mean, my brother is doing tattoos, and I'm literally like, you and I should go into business together. I even got a name for it. It's so cool. But I'm just saying, Uranus went direct a few days ago. Uranus is that planet of rebellion and revolution, right? It's rebellion and revolution. And when Uranus goes direct, which it did a few days ago, around the 6th or so of February, all of these planets are at full speed ahead. So whatever ideas that you have, it's going to go fast. This energy is here to help you move forward. Also, right out of the gate, February energy is very serious. It is serious because we have, again, like I said, the 5 planets, which is called the Stallion, and all of those 5 planets are in Capricorn. I am a Capricorn. Oh, shit. So Uranus, yes, it's about rebellion and revolution. It's the awakening. It's awareness. It's all of that good stuff. When the 5 planets are, and please guys, remember this is Vedic astrology, Bonnie. Vedic. When 5 planets are in Saturn, let's talk about Saturn. Saturn is the planet of, Uranus, yeah. Saturn is about responsibility and discipline. It's about work. It's about karma. It's about the government, right? And we can see what's going on outside in the world, right? So this means if this energy is in Saturn and it represents karma, it also on some level represents healing. Yeah, look what I was telling you about my arms. It's like, what the hell's going on? But I got to go into some sort of meditation energy in order to heal my physical body. I've always known about mind over matter since I've had my open heart surgery. So I know it's mind over matter. I need to get back to the 8-year-old girl and start being like, who cares? Keep going, play and have fun. That's the energy that I need to be in. But again, it's about healing on some levels. It's about bringing balance into your energy. It's about balancing your karma. So if you're feeling that there's a lot of things that's going on right now, why am I feeling any pain? Why are my family members sick? Why is this happening? Why is work like this? Why is my relationship like this? This is something from past life energy, karmic energy. It's your actions, your words, and your deeds that you're paying for now. I'm 43 and I'm going, what the hell happened to me in my past life that I'm starting to feel pain in my arms? You know, because something from past life that I didn't let go of has to come back to me in this life, and I've got to deal with this crap so I don't have to go through it again. That's what that represents. It's about balancing of the karmic scales. When you're in the planet of Saturn, when you're in the energy of Saturn, it's about balancing out the karmic scales, your karmic scales. Just saying. That makes sense. Good. So anytime you feel physical pain in your body, you're probably experiencing the energy from a past life situation. And because you didn't let go of that pain, that sorrow, that hurt, or that thing that you need to let go, it's going to revisit you about the same time frame in the next life. So I'm about balancing out my shit so I don't have to ever go through anything karmic. And I know that sounds so ridiculous because we have a lot of karma attached to us from past lives, actions, words, and deeds. I get that. So I'm trying to balance out my karma in this life as Annalisa before I die, because I really, really don't want to have any sort of karmic attachment to me if I ever choose to come back here in the physical world. But again, Capricorn brings a seriousness about it. Capricorn has a lot to do with career, government, leadership. Saturn brings a lot of conscious awakening and your responsibilities. So when the 5 planets are in karma, are in Capricorn, and Capricorn is ruled by Saturn. I mean, take me for example. I'm a Capricorn. I'm very strict. I'm ruled by Saturn. I'm like, Aliza, why is that shoe there? Put it back in its place. I like structure, stability. I work my ass off. Anytime you need a job done, guys, you call a Capricorn because we get shit done. Once we start something, we ain't gonna stop until it's done. From sun up to sundown, we're gonna make sure it's done. So as I say this, Again, this brings in a lot of energy. It can either be one of many things. This is going to be a time frame where a lot of you are going to feel a lot of negativity, mentally, physically, spiritually, right? Like procrastination, or it's like just you can't use this energy in that way. So whatever, I know it's easier said than done, but you can change your perception and your mindset on the things that are coming towards you. So if you are feeling a bit of negativity or that negative energy, or you're feeling a bit restless, change your perception, change the way you see things, and go, you know what, the situation is happening to right now, but it's not happening to me, it's happening for me, so my soul can evolve and grow. So what am I learning from it? What am I learning from this? This is what you've got to ask yourself. Get rid of that energy of pessimism, because this energy is going to push you forward whether you like it or not, guys. It's going to push you forward whether you like it or not. At the highest level with this energy, it will help you to overcome karmic limitations. Does that make sense? Some of you saying I'm lost. Am I frozen for you guys? Can you lot see me? Because there are some people... Bronny Will is saying that I'm frozen. Am I frozen for you? I'm okay. Thank you, Eleni. I'm good, yeah? Thank you. This is going to, at the highest level of this energy, it's going to help you, again, like I said, overcome karmic limitations. Keep going. It will take you into the spiritual part of yourself, because you can no longer deal with those things physically. You got to look through the spiritual eyes, because without you're not just human, guys. You have a soul in the physical body. You're here to have a human experience. And what happens, if there's one thing that you and I have in common, is one day we're going home. Okay, that's what we all have in common. We're not here forever, right? We're only here for a certain amount of time. You're here to fulfill some sort of prophecy. You're here to help those who are less fortunate than yourself. People always say to me, why are we here? It's very simple. Live the best life that you can, because life is too short. Help the people who are less fortunate than yourself. Remember what you have instead of focusing on what you don't have. It will bring determination this time frame. If you're somebody that doesn't know where you're going in terms of your career, I don't know what to do. I'm at a crossroads. Do I do this? Do I do that? This energy is going to propel you right into the road that you need to get to. So for those of you out there who are going, I don't know what to do. Do I need a career change? Do I go back to school? Do I study? What do I need? What do I do? This is going to be the energy that's going to take you. That's me. So Lana, this is going to be the energy. It's going to show you the road. All right. Keep your eyes open. Don't let your negativity govern and make you blind to what's supposed to be what's going to be in your face. But this will point you down that road. Mercury transit into February. Mercury transited into Capricorn on the 1st of February, which was a few days ago. And it will be with you, it will be with us until the 19th of February. Now, when this energy happens, when Mercury transits into Capricorn, this means that you've got to start prioritizing. Okay? It means that you've got to prioritize your responsibilities. You need to get serious. You need to get organized. You need to get active. What I've learned from my trip in the Philippines is I can't be eating what I'm eating. I ain't young anymore. So for breakfast, lunch and dinner, we would have rice, these longanisa sausages and some eggs. And then all the killer foods that you could possibly eat. And I started to realize that the foods that I'm eating over there in my home country was killing me softly. Okay, it was killing me softly. But my outlet for that was swimming. So I would make sure that I'm going to Pyramid of Asia and I'm swimming. And I thought to myself, you know what, Anna, you can't be eating the way you're eating. I was like, as soon as I get back to London, man, I'm going to be eating berries and salad. And I am not a salad eater. I just feel like I need some meat onto that thing. But it's about your lifestyle, your choices. You got to eat more healthily. You got to be light body, guys. Take it from me. I'm still trying to lose this gut. I'm still trying to lose my gut. But this February onwards, it's about working my ass off. I need to get physically right. I'm 43. I don't care about what I look like. I just want to feel good. I don't care if I got a six-pack or I look sexy. I don't give a shit about those things. I'm too old for that crap. I need to wake up in the morning and not have a lower back pain. And my neck is killing me. Ooh, because I'm a little bit overweight. I can't do this. It's about my health. So you need to activate your health energy, guys. I'm talking about if you've got all of this energy with you right now, where are you going to channel that energy? You can either stay at home and be depressed, or you can go get your fat ass off your chair, go to the gym, get on your bike, go for a ride, go for a walk for about 20 minutes or half an hour, damn it. It's about expanding your life you want to die old, right? You want to get to the old age, and you want to feel good when you get to that old age so you can do things in your life. So all I'm saying is you got to channel that energy into something constructive, because if you don't get up and go, and I'm motivating myself because I don't think I look bad, but I feel like crap. I feel like crap. The first 3 days of landing here in London, obviously I didn't have any food in the fridge. So what was I doing? Ordering McDonald's and KFC for 3 days. I was like, I can't do this. This is crazy. So as soon as I got my rest, I went shopping and I bought healthy foods, berries. I need to get myself some chia seeds. I need to get myself some yogurt, some healthy, like zero fat yogurt. I need to be healthy. I need to start drinking water, bottled, preferably glass and not in plastic. You got to get your energy going, because if you don't, you're going to burn yourself out while doing nothing, and all you're going to do is hurt yourself in the long run, right? So my advice to all of you is, if you were thinking about working out and getting fit, stop thinking about it. Go and bloody do it. Go and do it. So, like I said, it's about getting active with this energy, with Mercury going into Capricorn. It's about prioritizing your responsibilities, getting serious, organization, getting active, thinking about learning new things. Go and do that. Stop waiting for it. Mercury is also about communication and learning new things, new ideas. On the 5th of February, Mars will transit into Capricorn. Now, and this will last till the 15th of March. Now, we'll talk about Mars. Mars is action and energy. Mars is also governed by Aries. Aries is the god of war. Aries is fire, passion. How funny is it that Aries is the god of war, and look at what's going on in the world. It's about war, it's passion, it's intimacy, it's energy, it's action orientated. There are some planets, when it's in a sign, that they don't like each other. But when you've got Mars and Capricorn together, they're like best friends. Aries is the god of war. Yes, Aries is the god of war. And what are we in? The energies right now is like, I don't even want to talk about what's going on in the world, because I already know, and I feel like there is this big war coming, but we don't need to add to it with our energy. Leave them people over there to do what they're doing, but we send out love energy to those people who are trying to start a war. That's what we need to do. We need a lot of healers here. We need a lot of people that's sending out love energy, because you know what can stop war? Mother Nature. So let's talk about that, because I haven't even finished the Vedic Astrology yet. But let's talk about Mother Nature. For some of you out there, I know you lot are experiencing typhoons, storms, floods, all these things of Mother Nature trying to take everybody out. I know that this is happening. I did a Vedic Astrology last year, and I was saying that this is like the water energy. So there's going to be a lot of rain and storms and all of this stuff. And like I said, floods. This is the energy here. Now, if there's one thing that can take out a war, I think it's Mother Nature, like earthquakes, all of this stuff. In Australia, there you go. So Mother Nature is going to play her part in whatever these wars from our silly brothers out there who are trying to create war. Something big's going to happen, guys. And I feel like it's going to be Mother Nature that's going to help us along the way. It might create some sort of disaster, but something needs to happen, right? I don't want this war. We don't need it. I don't know why people are still trying to fight for power. Why can't we just all love each other, for the love of God? Just love each other, for crying out loud. Why do we have to war each other? Why can't we help each other instead? Why are we warring? Why are we still doing this? It's very sad. As I was saying, on the 5th of February, Mars will transit into Capricorn, and this will last until the 15th of March. And when this happens, it makes it the most effective time. It's a very effective time. It's very very energetic. If Mars, again, like I said, is in a sign that it doesn't like, it will feel very off energy. But Mars and Capricorn are like best friends. Let me tell you something. I'm a Capricorn ruled by Saturn, and my daughter is Aries, god of war, ruled by Mars. Now, me and my kid, so it's literally me and my daughter together. Me and my kid, we will fight each other's back. We'll have each other's back. We will fight for each other like nobody's business. But when you put me and my daughter, two titans, up against each other, that is a sight for sore eyes, guys. Get your popcorn and watch what's about to happen, because it is two titans up against each other. Saturn is the father of the zodiac sign Capricorn, and Aries is the child of the zodiac sign. You put those two together and it's the god of war, and then Saturn is like structure, and you put those together, it's like, whoo, it's a big bang. So as great as they are together, this is what, when these two energies come in together, it is so intense. It brings intensity. Mars and Capricorn together, Saturn and Aries, it puts that, it's a very energetic time. So it is a goal setting time. This is a time to set your goals, guys, because if Capricorn is the energy of work and Saturn is the karma and work and getting shit together, and then you put Mars, which is energy, and you put those two together, it's like you've got the energy to make things happen for yourself. So go do it. What's holding you back? It is a time to complete your goals. If you've got certain goals that you want to complete, go do it this time. I'm going to do it with you. Go for it. It will make a difference. This energy will make a difference for you guys. I'm just saying that it's set your goals, go do them. Completion of goals. This is this time. So if you've got all of these ideas that you were thinking about last year, a couple of weeks ago, a month ago, and you're like, I don't know when to implement this, I don't know when, this is the time to do it now. Do it now, because the energy is going to be working for you. Like I said earlier, if you're somebody who doesn't know where you want to go in terms of your career, I'm telling you now, it's going to propel you forward. It's an action orientated time. So yes, I have created a vision board. I have created this vision board. I love vision boards. And I put it up where I can see it because I want to, it's like I reprogram my brain. I get rid of the old ways. Yes, I've already done the astrology, DJ. You're going to have to watch it later on. I will replay this. I've been on here for already half an hour, more than half an hour, talking about astrology. So you're going to have to watch the replay because I'm nearly done. I'll put it up on YouTube, no problem. You won't miss it. So this is the time, again, guys, to start implementing and start saying what you need to say, mean what you say, and say what you mean sort of energy. It's about expansion. It's about rebellion. It's about revolution. It's about you are the creator of your universe. You are the creator of your universe. If you keep stating to the universe that I don't have money, I don't have this, I'm sick, I am ill, the universe is going to give you exactly what you put out to it. It is called cause and effect, law of karma, like attracts like energy. At least you know now. If you are stating to the universe, I don't have the money, I don't have the partner, I don't have the health, then that is exactly what you will keep on getting. It took me a long time to understand the law of karma and the law of attraction, and that my energy attracts what I put out, but it is 100% facts. And let me just state something to you guys. When I came back from Philly, I was in the Philippines for 2 weeks. Personally, I spent about $3,000 when I was there, all on my credit card. And it was okay, because I have family members that are poor, who have no money, who work 13 hours a day for £1. And £1 goes a long way in the Philippines. £1 is like 60 pesos. So I didn't care what I was spending. I came home and I was like, right, I'm going to have to start working on that money. I'm going to have to pay all of these debts back. I'm going to have to pay all of these bills back. And I'm like, universe, show me a sign that I'm going to be okay. Because even I still need signs. And Philippines is 8 hours ahead. So I am still on Philippines time. It's 4 o'clock in the morning and I open up my phone on TikTok. And there was this person preaching about life. And it said, if you want to spend $100 on food, spend $100 on food and don't think about it. If you want to spend £2,000 on a travel or trip, don't think about it, because money is energy and money will always come to you. Don't matter which way it's going to come, it will always come, which is true to fact for me, for you. And I thought to myself, this is crazy, because I needed this sign. I needed this. And it also stated, money comes and goes, but time, you can never get those moments back. And I said that to my daughter in the Philippines. I said to my kid, enjoy this moment that you're here, that we're in the sun, that everything is all of color, like greens and blues and the sea, because we're going to go back to London and it's grey. So enjoy the time. Don't worry about the money that you're spending. You'll get that back. Because once you are in the energy and you're happy and you're living your best life, remember those moments are gone just like that. You will never get them back. And I can remember every moment when I was riding on the tricycle, going to Pyramid of Asia, going for a swim. I remembered the grass, the blade of grass. It was so green. I focused on the butterfly that was flying by. I absorbed every moment of it. And it's not here anymore. I'm so sad. I'm so sad that I'm back in London. I love my country, but it's so grey. It's got a blanket of cloud. I said to my daughter, say goodbye to the sun, because once the plane goes under them clouds, it's going to be grey and rainy. And boy, was it. So don't worry about what you're spending, because money will always come to you. Attract it, don't chase it. My motto is, I don't chase money, I attract money, I don't chase money. And when I surrender and I don't worry about those things, it literally comes to me. And I'm like, I wish somebody had told me this when I was 19 years old, because that would have been really helpful then. So all I'm saying to you is don't worry. Don't worry for the little things. And people will say, well, it's easy for you because I don't have a house right now. Excuse me, I didn't have a home either. I slept on the street, yeah? So don't come to me with that. I now have my own business. I'm sitting in my pajamas and I've got a desk ready to work in about an hour. You can't tell me that rubbish, because I have slept on the street. I've had no money to feed my kid, but somehow by God's grace, I did manage to feed my child. So when you come at me with that rubbish where I'm homeless and I ain't got nowhere to live, I already know what that feels like. I already know what it feels like to be beaten the crap out of and be the fear that if I left the person that I was with, I would have nothing. I would have no one. I'm so glad that I experienced all of those intensities, those intense things in my life, like not having the home, being on the street, having a violent relationship, not being able to feed my kid. Sorry, can't use that line on me. Sorry. So don't come at me with, yeah, well, you're lucky because you got your own business and right now you're in your own home. No, because I once was where you are, if you are there. And now I'm here. Remember, those moments that are sad, they don't last forever. Because eventually you have to go forward. And that thing that you're hurting, that thing that hurt you, that past pain that hurt you is just a memory. And the only way that you can feel sad is if you choose to go back into the past and think about those sad moments. And you know what happens when you think on it? You generate an emotion, right? From that pain. And then that emotion that you generated is now like a heartbeat. and you're thinking on the sadness, and it's just getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and then you wonder why you keep attracting the same shit that happened to you in the past, and it's because you're calling it to you. When you think about past times, the sad times, remember this: you survived it. You got out of it. I don't care what situation you were in. You got out of it. You're alive today. And because of those experiences that you've had in your life, you are who you are today. And you need to remind yourself, if I can get through that, all them years ago, a couple of days ago, 2 hours ago, I'm going to be all right. That means the universe can throw things at me, and I'm going to take it. I'm going to take it like a punching bag, and all it's going to do is make me stronger than I was yesterday. If I didn't go through those things in my life, you know, a violent relationship, very toxic, if I didn't sleep on the street, if I didn't look at my daughter and said, never again will you have nothing, you will never want for nothing, I thank God for those moments in my life. I thank God for those moments when I was getting prepped for them to slice me here all the way down to here, and then put 4 tubes in my stomach. I can't even remember how many tubes. And then another tube here, and then I had an open heart surgery over here. Listen, do I regret having these things done to me? Hell no. I would do it again and again and again, and I'll do it again and again because it's made me who I am today. So any of you got any health issues, stop thinking about it. It is what it is. It's within your karmic energy. You might need to experience certain things in your life because it's going to help your soul grow. Maybe I had to go through open heart surgery 4 times and a 5th one to come, all 9 hours long, because it helped me connect to God's source. It helped me connect to God. Having my near-death experience made me realize that there ain't no such thing as death, because our souls are still in the body. Our loved ones' souls are out of the body. That's the only difference between you and somebody that you've lost, is that their soul is out of the body. Your soul is still in the body having a human experience. That's it. No such thing as death. You can't lose a connection to somebody that you love, your child. I lost 3 kids. Yeah, I lost 3 kids. You can't lose that spiritual, that soul bond from the person that you love. I don't care what religious denomination you follow. I don't care what religious denomination you follow. My brother is a Muslim and has been for 20 years. My mum is a Christian Catholic. My father is a Jehovah's Witness, and I love all of them the same. They are all leading to one source, but everyone is just a little bit different. And that's all right, because everyone will get it eventually. So all I'm saying to you guys is keep your head up, okay? When something comes in your face, remember the shit that you already survived. Remember that you survived all of those things. If I can survive that, I can survive anything that comes my way. Losses, pains, hurt, physical pain. Yeah, physical pain. They say, when I had my near-death experience, they say we got the divine feminine and masculine, right? Within us all. Some of us are more divine feminine, some of us are more divine masculine. Whether you're male or female, it doesn't really matter. But they also say that if you are, divine feminine is on the left, that's your heart side, and then divine masculine is on the right. If you've got any physical pain on the left side of your body, you keep focusing on something from the past. And that thing that you keep focusing on is going to manifest as a physical pain on the left-hand side of your body because you're not letting go of something from the past. Now, if you keep focusing on worrying about the future, am I going to have the money? Am I going to have the house? Am I going to have the car? Am I going to have the health? That's your right side. It's my right side, my masculine side. Why is my arm hurting me? Because I'm thinking, am I going to be able to make that money that I spent in Philly? Damn right I will. I claim that shit right now. And I realized, watch your mouth, Anna. You already know what to do, so just keep it going. So I've got to remember, because I'm still human too, guys, okay? I'm still human too. I still fall into that slump where I'm like, oh, I'm worried. No, don't worry. And I always have to remind myself, girl, You have already been through the crapper. You're good to go. Like, stop. And I asked for a sign. I asked for my guides. For those of you who don't know me, these are my guides, okay? I have shaman guides, and then some. And my best friend Siobhan, who passed away from cancer. Fuck cancer. Sorry. My best friend Shivy. Right, here she is. There she is. And I asked for a sign when I came home. And I said, let me know I'm going to be okay financially. And I opened my app at 4 o'clock in the morning and it says, spend what you want to spend. Life is too short. You never get back these moments. Money will come. I was like, thank you for that sign. And then I started talking to my best friend. And I said to her, you know, on a personal level, I said, thank you for being with me on my trip. Sorry, I haven't really been there for the girls. I'm going through a lot of things. You can see what I'm going through, Shiv. And I was like, tell me that you're here. Show me that you're here. And then I just happened to open up Facebook, which I don't ever really go on. And the first name that I saw was Shivy. That's a sign for me, guys. I take signs. 1111 is our thing. I would see number 1111 written in the clouds. And I know that's her. I would say to my best friend, show me a sign that you're here. Show me a shooting star. And she'd be like, girl, screw that. I'm going to show you 1111 in cloud form. And she did it. And I posted it up on my YouTube because this was crazy. For those of you who don't know that story, I was outside. One of my bad things that I do is I do smoke cigarettes. I can't help it. I do like it. I shouldn't like it, but I do. And I am trying to quit because that's one of my health things that I'm going to get on. And I'm very good at quitting cigarettes, by the way. But I was outside with my girl, my daughter, and it was night, obviously. And I'm standing out there and I'm like, Shivy, give me a sign, sis. Show me you're here. And she ain't showing me nothing. And I'm just like, this bitch is not showing me anything, man. Why isn't she talking to me? And then all of a sudden I look up at the clouds and the sky is completely clear. And I literally see 11 in cloud form. And I was like, I punched my daughter and I was like, look at that. Can you see what I can see? She's like, oh my God, mum, it's 11. I was like, it's 11, right? And I had to take a picture of it and I sent it to her sister. And her sister knew that our thing was 1111. She was like, oh my God, I didn't even need to say a thing. I just sent her a picture of them clouds and it said it was number 11. It was 2 cloud forms, completely clear sky. And then she went, oh my God, Shiv. So she even knew. Signs and symbols and synchronicities are all around us from our loved ones. And we always miss it because we're too busy being miserable and being in the mundane. Our loved ones, and we all have guides and we all have guardian angels, and they're assigned to us from the moment that we're born till the moment we die. I don't care what religious denomination you are, it's fine. Believe what you want. You don't have to believe in your guardian angels. They believe in you anyway. So we are assigned these angels and guides from the moment from birth till death. They walk with us. And in order to see the full benefits of what they can do for us is we have to surrender. We have to be open. Somebody said, Anna, you know, I didn't believe in what you believed in. And she was Muslim. And she said to me, Anna, she sent me an email. She said, Anna, you know, I don't really do these things. But when you was talking to your guardian angel and all of that stuff. And I said, my guardian angel, if you are real and you exist, I want my husband to call me. Now, she said, Anna, my husband only calls me on emergencies or if he's late. And as I'm reading this email, she says, I said, my guardian angel, if you exist, I'm open. Please make my husband call me. So she waited. An hour goes by, her phone rings and her husband calls her. And she said, why are you calling me? And he goes, I don't know. I just felt the urge to call you. She goes, I believe. I always say, guys, don't take my word for it. Put it to the test. We all have a guardian angel. You just have to be open to receiving. I have some people going, Anna, my guardian angel isn't getting to me, isn't responding. And I go, well, what did you say? Well, you know, I asked for 2 turtle doves. I've asked for 3 rainbows. I asked for 5 crows, you know, 2 pigs to cross my path, and, you know, just a couple of ladybirds. And I'm like, dude, keep it simple. she's like, I told my guardian, if you exist, I want this, I want a couple of, I'm like, honey, no. Angels and guides are effortless. They're easy. It's simple. Ask for a black elephant, and then you might open up your TV screen, and then all of a sudden there's an advertisement, and there's the black elephant that you were asking for. Keep it simple, guys. You don't need to ask for 2 turtle doves, a couple of rainbows, a couple of slugs and snails, and a couple of mammals or camels that are going to walk past you in order for you to believe that your guardian angels are real. Keep it simple. Let me find feathers. Let me see 1111 everywhere I go. I'm driving my car, I see a window, and then there's a number, and it's all 11s. Keep it simple. Our angels and our guides are easy, effortless. It's okay. It's all good. I done a reading for somebody on my live, and I can't remember what I said. It was so stupid. She was like, Anna, I needed a sign from my guides, and they haven't given it to me. And I go to her, well, if you're going to ask for, you know, if you're going to ask for a dragon to come to you. And she's like, oh my God, that was my sign. She goes, that was what I was looking for. I was trying to ask my guides to send me the dragon, and I didn't see the dragon. And then all of a sudden you said the dragon. And I'm like, there's your guides working through me to give you the sign that you're looking for. They're simple, they're easy, they work with your energy. If you're a bit uptight and you don't believe in any of this, they're going to stand back because you ain't believing in it. I always put my guides and my guardian angels to the test. I'm like, if you're in the very beginning of all of this, I was like, if you exist, get me parking space, because I don't have any parking space outside my house. It's a one-way street. I never get any parking. It's always really full. It's really annoying. And I can't leave my house after 7 p.m. because it's free parking from that time. So I don't go out. So I asked my guardian angels. I visualized the parking space right next to my house. And I'm like, this is a load of crap. As I said that, because I'm driving up my road and there ain't no parking. As I said, this is a load of crap. All I had to do was believe just one more minute. All of a sudden, a car just pulled out right in front of my house. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry I doubted you. I believe you, but I still need to test you. Little things like, find my car keys. I don't know where it is. I'm going crazy. Where are my car keys? And then I would stand still. I would take a breath and I'd say, lead the way. I surrender. And my feet starts walking to an area that I've already looked in, and bam, it's right there. Simple things like finding your keys or asking for parking space. Visualization is really important. You've got to see it to have it. There you go. There you go. Everybody says that the saying is believing, seeing is believing. I'm sorry, but I would have to disagree. Me and my mum sees fairies in this house. You lot are going to think I'm cuckoo. But we do. My mum's like, literally, I just saw Tinkerbell fly through the house. I was like, oh, I saw her the other day. And she's like, oh, okay. Because my mum is a very spiritual person. And she's been talking about ghosts since we were kids. I mean, the woman comes from the Philippines. She talks about the tiny little people, the little duendes. She talks about the big men who live in the trees and you have to give them tobacco. She talks about the mermaids that are in the Philippines. She talks about the spirits, the white lady. We have the white lady in a lot of different countries, but she talks about seeing all these things. My mum would tell me that when she was a little girl in the Philippines and she's playing hide and seek in the dark with her 2 sisters, she's like hiding. One of the sisters are counting. She sees a ghost carriage walking past her. Like you can see through it. My mum was talking to me about all of this stuff. And I've always been a believer in the unknown. Why could we not coexist with each other? I believe in all. I believe in everything. Just saying. I am not somebody that needs to see it to believe it. I see it. I believe it. And they hide because we are very good at destroying things. Humanity is so good at destroying the most beautiful creatures right? Look at the animals that we destroy, and look at the animals that we kill, and the animals that we hurt for their fur, etc., etc. So these divine spiritual beings have clothed and hidden themselves, because if we did ever get, yes, I do, we can all speak to spirit through our minds, through our vocal cords, we can all do it. So all I'm saying is these beings, these divine spiritual beings, have to cloak themselves. If anyone ever got their hands on a mermaid, what's the first thing that we would do? We would cut them open and experiment. That's what human beings do. We're like the worst of the species. We are all a bunch of killers. Human beings are the worst predators. Like, all we do is set out to go and hurt and kill. We even kill our own species. Like, I don't understand that. We kill our own brothers and sisters. So, of course, if you find a mystical creature, you're going to cut them open and experiment. This is why they're hidden. This is why they don't come out anymore. But for those who have that heart, who are believers, who believe in love, they will show themselves to you. I know my husband is with me still, even though he's past 21 years. You're damn right. You're damn right. Yes, I can speak to spirit through my mind. It's amazing. Ophelia, we all have the power to do it. What you guys don't seem to understand is that we're spiritual beings. You are a spirit in a physical body. When you look at somebody who's passed away, if you look at a loved one who's passed away in a coffin, I've always heard family members go, that's not my mum, that's not my dad. The essence of who they are, I don't know who that is. It looks like my mother, my father, my child, but that is not my mother, my father, my child. That's not. Because who you truly are, without your soul in the physical vessel, there's no life here. So how do you pay back our ancestors' spirits and thank them? My mother taught me one thing. Anytime there's a gathering or a feast, I always set aside a plate and I give it to my ancestors. Thank you. Light a candle for your ancestors, give them a bit of food. That's what we do in the Philippines. It's a traditional thing. You can do whatever you want. Gifts, you can gift them certain things. But that's how I thank my ancestors. And you don't even need to do that. Just calling upon them and remembering your ancestors is gift enough. Acknowledging that you have ancestors who had suffered, that is gift enough. You remember us. So that is a way. Light a candle for them. I light this candle for my ancestors. That is a way of remembering all of those generations that got you to where you are. And I also want to talk about generational trauma. There is someone in your family, and it could be you, that's going to cut generational trauma. My best friend Siobhan did it. She did it. It was passed on from generation to generation, where mothers and daughters don't get on with each other. It was bickering and arguing, and it was really toxic. She died making sure that her and her daughters are absolutely in love with each other. She broke a generational trauma. Now, there is always going to be a black sheep in the family that's going to break the generational trauma. There's always going to be a black sheep in the family who's going to take the hits, like the illness. Before we incarnate into the physical world, we have our soul tribe with us over there on the other side. I might have a past life experience with my daughter, and I say, you know what, you didn't do so good as my mum in a past life. So how about we go back together? This time I'm going to be the mum, you're going to be the daughter. My brother will become my sister, I will become the brother, etc. I will be the husband, you will be the wife. We didn't do so good, did we, during that time? We didn't learn a lot from each other, so let's go back in. But this time I'm going to be the father, you're going to be the mother. You'll be the mother, I'll be the father, you'll be the sister, I'll be the brother. We change roles, but our souls are still the same. And again, there's always going to be somebody in the family that will take the hit. So in my soul tribe, I must have put my hands up and go, instead of you lot having the open heart surgery, I'll take the hit. I'll take the hit on this one. I'll go for the open heart surgery. I'll do it. I've got some karma anyway that I need to clear out. So I'll do the open heart surgery thing. clear out some of my past karma. If you know how to look through spiritual eyes and not just the physical eyes, because the physical eyes is governed by the ego, yeah? And what does ego do? Ego plants seeds of doubt and worry and fear, isn't it? Your mind will tell you something negative, and then all of a sudden that seed that is planted into you turns into a tree of crap, and then all of a sudden you're manifesting the bejesus out of all of this crap. And you wonder how it got there, and it's because you started it. You planted the seed. When you plant a seed or a thought in the universe, in your mind, what will happen is you add words and emotions to it. You amplify the energy and you make that come to you. I always say, shut the ego down. Now, the ego is supposed to be there for one simple reason. If I'm being chased by a damn lion, I need to know that I'm going to get the hell away from that. Your ego is going to get you up and going, and you're going to run for your life, and you got to go. But then you've got to learn to come back down, because when you are in your mental mind and it's so activated, you're in fight and flight mode. It means you're burning so much energy. So I wouldn't be surprised if half of you feel drained all the time, because you're already preparing for the next worst thing to happen. I know that's what you're thinking. Come on, man, because I used to be like that. You're thinking about the worst case scenario. You've already been through a worst case scenario, and in your ego, you're like, right, I'm going to prepare for the next battle. It could be a bill. You know, it could be problems at work, or there's going to be a debt problem, or somebody's going to come to me with their crap. You are already waiting for a problem to come to you, which means you have manifested and co-created it already into your energy frequency. How do you change that mindset? Meditate, honey. Meditate. Do you know that meditation heals you from the inside out? Did you know that? How do you think I survived 4 open heart surgeries, all 9 hours long? I'm going to say that until the day that I die. And I still got a 5th one to come. Meditation is about the stillness of the mind, not thinking about anything. People meditate and go, okay, I'm going to focus on the first chakra, and then I'm going to go down to the second one. Breathe in and breathe out. Shut up. Meditation. Stop talking. Don't think. Let things, you might be thinking about a certain scenario or a certain situation. Fine. Our mind is always on the move. We think about 60,000 million thoughts in one day anyway. So what you do is when a thought passes you by, like, oh my God, I can hear my daughter crying. What's she going to do now? Let that thought pass you by and just stay centered. Just let it go. It's all right for your brain to flip. Let the thought pass you by and then continue to be in center. When you have mastered the power of meditation, and meditation is not going, that's an amazing way to do it, guys, 100%, and om the hell out of it. Om is energy frequency. It's a sound healing. So I do, if you got a baby and your baby's go like this, and I tell you now, that baby is going to be like, oh my God, I'm back home in heaven. For those of you who are parents and you have babies and they're crying, om it and watch what happens. It works. It works. That's just a piece of advice to you guys. Because sound healing is sound healing. I love the singing bowl. I love it. I've got a couple of bowls here. I love my singing bowls. It's sound healing. It heals your energy. It's a pure frequency. It's a pure tone. So I always like to meditate and do sound healing. I'd put YouTube on and I'd put like singing bowls. Yes, it helps you to fall asleep 100%. So all I'm saying is sound healing is a very good thing to do, especially when your mind is erratic. It's crazy. It's crazy. Get goosebumps 100%. Sound healing is really important. I even listen to frequencies while I'm asleep. HZ frequencies, binaural beats, you name it. These are good things to listen to. It gets your soul back into center. That's just what I would do. That's what I've done, and it helped me. I've healed myself. I know how to do it, and I'm just passing this information on to you. I do Vedic astrology. I will post up this live on my YouTube so you can watch, because I did it already. So yes, I just wanted to give you guys a piece of information that helped me survive the things that I've survived. Now, I don't like to compare my story to somebody else, because I mean, how the hell do I know what you've gone through? My pain is different from your pain. You know, I might have been in a violent relationship. I might have slept on the street. I might have not have money to feed my child. Yes, I've physically been battered because of my condition, but my story is not bigger or better than yours. Your pain is your pain. Own it. I've been through it. I've had this. I've gone through that. And I'm here now. It didn't kill me. It just made me stronger. So own it. Own it. I'm going through the dark night of the soul. This helps. Thank you. Honey, you're going to go through the dark night of the soul all your life. There is going to be an ascension process. But in order to go into the light, you have to go through the dark, right? You got to go into the depth of hell. I've been in the depth of hell 1,000 times. I have hit rock bottom 1,000 times. And I'm 43 years old. The great thing about it is when you hit the depth of hell and you're right in the bottom and there ain't nowhere else to go, the only thing you can do is crawl out of the crap and go into the light. That's the only way you can go. The only way is up to heaven. But in life, this is what we're supposed to go through. We go up and we go down. You go up and you go down. But when you go down, what you say to yourself is, I'm here for a reason. What am I learning? What are you teaching me? How am I going to grow through this? Now, you can deal with it the way I've always dealt with it. Pissed off, angry, upset. But you know what that happened? It just burned out my energy. I need to go to bed. I'm tired. I got migraines. I got headache. My neck is hurting me. My shoulders hurting me. My lower back's killing me. And it's because I fed into the sadness and the misery of it all. But when I started to learn about the healing, about spirituality, remembering all the things that I had gone through, I started seeing spirit when I was a little girl. I never understood why that happened. It's because of my condition. The first time I had my open heart surgery, I was 3 weeks old. Remember, I've had 4 open heart surgeries, okay? I've got a massive scar, not only here, you can't really see this one, but I've got a scar here. I've got this one in the front, and I've got this one here. This is the deepest scar I've got. Now, they had to reopen this one. This was a simple scar, and then they cut me open again. But the very first time I had my first open heart surgery, I was 3 weeks old. 3 weeks old. I don't know how my mum did it. I don't even like when my daughter goes for injections or when she gets her ear pierced. I start crying, and I'm like, oh, my daughter, she's going to get hurt. It's like an ear pierce and a chill out. It's like she's getting her ear pierced, and I'm thinking like she's having some open heart surgery, and she ain't. It's just a fucking ear piercing. But the first time I had my open heart surgery, I was 3 weeks old. The second open heart surgery that I had, I was 3 months old. I don't know how my mum did it. My third open heart surgery, I was 8 years old. And then years and years and years and years later, what did they tell me when I was 8 years old? Okay, Anna, you're not allowed to swim. You're not allowed to have tattoos. You're not allowed to drink. You're not allowed to smoke. You're not allowed to drive. You're not allowed to go to the gym. You're not allowed to do a whole bunch of things. They basically told me I'm not allowed to live my life. And at 8 years old, I was looking at the doctor going, yeah, when I get home, I'm going on my bike. I ain't listening to what you have to say, mate. I want to go home and get onto my bike. So, 8 years old, this was fresh. They had something over it. My mum was like, girl, you got on your bike and you started riding around the block, and I was trying to chase you because I was like, I know you can't exert yourself. You can't get tired. Oh my God, are you crazy? Come back here. And she was chasing me on this bike, and I didn't care. Mind over matter. Do you see how powerful your mind is? So if your mind is a negative arena, if your mind is negative, you're always thinking negative, negativity is what you will get. I was just wanting to have fun. And so I survived my open heart surgery, and I lasted this long. Now, when I was 8 years old, they told my mum, your daughter is not going to live past 10, Mrs. Souza, so you're going to have to enjoy her. Do everything you can with your daughter as much as you can, because she is not going to live past 10. Her heart is very complex. Her condition is very complex. She will not live past 10. Is it? So, after I've given all these rules and told that I wasn't allowed to do a whole bunch of things, I did every single one of them. Every single one. The one that I wasn't supposed to do, most importantly, was have a child. And my daughter is now 20. When I did have my daughter, how old was I? I was 23 when my daughter was born. What happened during the birth process is my daughter had to be born at 8 months old because my heart couldn't handle the pressure of being pregnant with her for so long. My heart was not handling it. Did I feel any pain? Did I think anything was wrong with me? I felt great. So I didn't know what the hell they were talking about. Now, yes, I have miscarried. I have had miscarriages, yes. So when I was pregnant with my daughter was born. She was amazing. A couple of years later, I found out that I think 40 or 50% of the blood flow wasn't circulating to my heart. So the left ventricle was bigger than the right ventricle because my heart had to work extra harder. When they did my open heart surgery, they had to put a tube in there so the blood will circulate, or whatever the hell it is. I don't even know. And then they said the right ventricle is much more bigger. So your heart is working overtime because there is some sort of a leak there. And I'm like, okay, so what do we do now then? They're like, you can have an option of putting a pacemaker in, or you can have the 9-hour open heart surgery. I was like, I ain't putting no pacemaker in me. You better do a 9-hour open heart surgery, my friend. Okay, we're going to schedule it for when you're 31. So 8 years old, I was good. I had no problems. My daughter was born. I still felt amazing. I didn't feel all of these things. Are you having heart palpitations? Are you having loss of breath? Are you feeling tired? Do you feel dizzy? No, I don't feel any of these things. Thank God. Thank God. That's how I was meant to be here. That's what everybody says. You were meant to be here. So I didn't want the pacemaker in because I know that pacemaker could come with problems. And apparently when your heart stops, this pacemaker is supposed to... I'm like, oh, hell no. I'd rather go in for the 9-hour open heart surgery than put a pacemaker in me. Let's go. I'm good with that. So when I was 31 years old, that's when I had my 4th open heart surgery, and they reopened this again. I got some pictures, I think, and then look, that scar goes all the way down. So from top here, and then they put a whole bunch of tubes here where there was blood coming out of it. And I tell you guys, I mean, for me, the Royal Brompton Hospital is my second home. It's like I love going there. People hate hospitals, but I love going to the hospital. It's a break for me. It's like I'm having a holiday. You know, I get food served to me. I get my bed clean. I have to listen to my mother and my daughter nagging. I feel like I'm on holiday when I'm in the hospital. I know it sounds crazy. And anytime I go into any sort of hospital, I feel a sense of home. I don't look at that place where it's scary. I don't look at those people saved my life. I won't be here without those people. So for me, it's a second home. It's a holiday. It really is for me. So when I was 31, they did the open heart surgery. And I remember they were wheeling me in and they were prepping the room. And they were like, all right, Anna, we're going to get you in about 5-10 minutes. We're just prepping up everything. We're preparing your mask. I was like, okay, cool. I see my mum and my daughter, and my mum's looking at me with so much worry. And I'm looking at my mum like, girl, don't worry about it. It's all good. And then I said to my mother, I'll see you on the other side. And she was like, what? I was like, I'll see you on the other side. I mean, when I finish my operation. She was like, why did you say that? And I was like, Mum, I'll see you after the operation. And then that is when something amazing happened to me. I went under. They put the mask over my face. They tell you to count backwards from 10, and I do. And then all of a sudden, I was not in my body. I was literally above my body. I was like, what the hell am I doing on the ceiling when my body's on the operating table? That doesn't make any sense. And I've told this story before on YouTube, but I feel like I've got to tell a few of you so you know who I am and why I read tarot and what I do. That was my out-of-body, near-death experience, whatever you want to call it. But I was literally out of my body, and I could see everybody in the room. I could see 360 degrees. I could hear voices, and I was like, what are these voices that I could hear? I could hear voices. I could hear voices everywhere, and I didn't understand what that was. And then I said to myself, if I focus, maybe I can figure out where these sounds are coming from. So I focused on the nurse. And as I focused on the nurse, I could see her past, her present, and her future. I could see that when she was younger, she was molested. But she chose to be a doctor and be of service, a nurse and be of service. So she didn't let the sad parts of her life govern who she was. And I found her to be so amazing. And I felt like I was her and she was me. It was like I was her and she was me. It was like our souls were connected to each other. I was her, she was me. Don't know how to explain that. And I realized that these voices are everybody in the room, like talking in their minds. And then I zoomed into the doctor and I could see his past, his present, and his future. And I was thinking, oh my God, I am him, he is me. I could see everything that he's gone through. I could see what's gonna happen to him in the future. He's an amazing doctor. I started to tune into these things. And then all of a sudden I felt a pull to go up out of the ceiling. Now, when you feel a pull, when you're in your soul body, you just go with it. It's just, and by the way, can I just state, which I should have said before, when I was out of the physical body, I felt amazing. Any anxiety, depression, any pains that I felt in the physical body, I left it there on the operating table. When I was in my soul body, I didn't feel no pain, no hurt, no anxiety, no sorrow. It's just like nothing. I was just floating, and I could see everything. It felt amazing, and I was all right in that space. As I felt this pull to go up out of the skyline, I could see the stars. I could see like everything. I was above the roof. And it's like wherever my mind told me to be, I could be there. It was amazing. Like on the other side, you can travel like the speed of light. That's what I learned on the other side. Now, as I'm going out into the skylight, all of a sudden, I don't know if any of you lot heard about near-death experiences or out-of-body experiences where they go into the tunnel into a white light. That happened to me. I was going into this tunnel at the speed of light. It was like I could see a pinprick of light at the end of this tunnel, and I just remember flying so fast. It's like faster than a bullet being fired at a gun. I was faster than that. And then as I get into this white light, I realized that I was like, oh my God, I'm home. What? I'm home. And when I was looking into this white light, I could see angels with wings. I saw Archangel Michael with his sword. I saw my grandmother and my grandfather who was born in the 18th century, who I never met, but knew me because my mum told me this is a whole nother story. I saw my grandparents. I saw loved ones that had crossed over. I was like, what the hell? But I'm home. I am home. This is my home. This is where I belong. Oh my God. And then I had this thing which I learned after my near-death experience, out-of-body experience, whatever you want to call it. I learned about this thing called the life review. So what happened was I felt a presence behind me. I don't know what that presence was. I knew it was God. Now, let me just tell you about the energy of God. God was not masculine and feminine, but was masculine and feminine. God was an encompassing energy of absolute love. And it ain't the kind of love that you give your mum and your dad or your children. This is a love like no other. You could be so see-through like glass, and God loves you still and anyway for all your actions, words, and your deeds. This God loved me. And I've done some things in my life. I ain't killed anybody, by the way. So just put that out of the way. But when I felt this source of power behind my back and I knew it was God's source, I was like, oh my God. And remember, guys, I just left my physical body. So I'm still Annalisa. I'm still quite human. And all I'm thinking to myself is, oh shit, I'm about to be judged. I'm about to be judged. I know who's standing behind me, and he's about to tell me all the things that I done bad and all the things that I done good. Oh shit. And I was like, all right, come with me. I got to deal with it. All of a sudden, 2 screens popped up in front of me. TV screens. Everyone has their own different experience, but I had 2 TV screens pop up in front of me. On my left screen was all the bad actions, words, and deeds. And on my right screen was all the good action, words, and deeds that I had done. This was called the life review. Now, when I was looking at the left screen, all my actions, words, and deeds, they capture every moment from when you're 0 to the moment you get there. So from 0 to 31. I saw when I was on the playground and I was being mean to the girl and I was only a kid. I was maybe 4 years old, 5 years old, and I was like going, ha ha, little things like that. And I saw the pain when they show your actions, your words, and your deeds. What makes this whole situation suck ass is that God is not your judge or your jury. You are. You are the judge of yourself. God stands behind you, shows you your life. You are your judge and jury. God loves us too much. God gave us the power to be the judge and the jury. And you decide where you think you should go. Now ask yourself, where do you think you should go after everything you've done in your life? So as I'm looking at the left screen and I'm seeing all this stuff that I had done wrong from 0 to 31 years old, when I called my mum, you bitch, I hate you. When I said to my daughter, I can't stand you. I wish I never had you. You know what they do? They flip the script. So you start to look through the eyes of the person that you hurt. And when you look through the eyes of the person that you're hurting, you not only see you through their eyes, you feel the emotions and the pain, physical, spiritual, mental, that you caused upon them. And then you judge that your damn self. And when I looked at all the people that I hurt, strangers, loved ones, colleagues, every human being I met in my life, I realized, I was like, I don't belong in heaven. I belong in hell. Look at all the people that I hurt. I was the judge and jury. At this point, I was like, God, could you take over? Keep going. Still got a couple of things to look at. And I'm like, I can't do this anymore. My neck hurts if it's in the physical world. But you look through the eyes of the people that you hurt and you feel that pain. I felt the pain that I inflicted on my loved ones, the strangers, family members, colleagues, every human being that I had crossed paths in this world. And all the people that I hurt, and I felt their pain, and I felt disgusted with who I was, and I always said I could have done better. But after putting me through that torture process, which to God is not torture, it's just reviewing Annalisa, the bad side of her, he then showed me the right screen, all the actions, words, and deeds that I did that were good. Now, the things that they showed me that I did was good, I was like, really? That? For example, smiling at someone. For God's sake, I'm going to smile at everybody. I threw a smile at a girl, and God made me look at this girl's life. And you know what this girl had done? On her mirror, she put a date of when she was going to commit suicide. But when I smiled at her, I didn't realize how much my small actions impacted her life. I heard her thoughts. She said, oh my God, there is life on earth. Somebody could see me. She thought she wasn't seen. She thought no one could see her. She thought she was invisible. And all I did was smile at her. And I changed. It was a ripple effect onto this girl. And I changed her perception, her life, just by smiling at her. I was like, really? Another action I did that was so small for me was I held the door open for an elderly person. These are the kind actions where I don't think about me, I'm thinking about someone else that made an impact on their lives more than I could ever imagine. So actions and words and deeds, your kind actions, words and your deeds, guys, it goes a long way, even if it's just holding the door open for someone, a stranger, or throwing off a little smile, or I gave £1 to a homeless person just so they can have something to eat. I didn't have a lot at the time, and I would give like money, my last penny, to the person, and God was like, that was a big thing. So life is like rainbow colored and then black. It's like up and down, right? You are going to be judged by your actions, words, and your deeds. And I'm sorry, guys, to say this. It would have been so much better if it was God that was the judge, because I felt like I tortured myself when I saw the things that I had did wrong. And like I said, I didn't even kill anybody. And I felt like I didn't belong in heaven. I belonged in hell. And it was for the small things. So that experience for me, somebody put a restriction again. Why do you do that, guys? If you don't like what I'm doing, don't be here. So all I'm saying, whether you agree or disagree, you don't agree or you don't disagree, just know that there is life beyond life. Okay? There ain't no such thing as death. There is life beyond life. And when I had my open heart surgery and I nearly died, or shall I say I did die, I honestly didn't want to come back into the physical world. I did not want to come back into the body of Annalisa. And if you think for 1 second you're only just Ophelia, or you're only just Shelly Ann, or you're only just Marla, or Moses, or Caro, or Geraldine, or Butterfly, if for 1 second you think that you are only this, sorry to disappoint you guys, but you've had many, many lives. You've had many, many lives. This is not just the life you've had many, many lives before this one. And the soul has imprints. How do you know you've had many lives? Life after life. How do you know you have many lives, Anna? I'll tell you how. Some of you have an affiliation to a certain country. Maybe you like to dress in the 60s way. Maybe you go to, you have this yearning to go to Spain or Egypt or Greece and you don't know why. I feel home there. You get to Greece and you know what road to take. Maybe when you're on the street, you see somebody, a perfect stranger, and you don't know who they are. But why do I feel like I know you? It's because you've probably known that person in a past life and your soul recognizes their soul energy. That's how you know you've had many lives. You have a knowing. But when you are born into the physical world and you go into a new physical body, like Anna is the new body, you go in through the land of forgetfulness. Why? And I said to God, why do we forget when we are reborn into another physical body? And God said, because what is the point of you remembering everything? Then you'll come into earth and you're not learning anything because you already know everything from your past life. So you have to come in with a clean slate. But there's always going to be a part of your soul that is going to have memories of certain things. And why do I dream of that? Why do I feel like I'm connected to this situation or this person? It's a soul imprint. It's something that you can never ever forget. It's something that you will never ever change. It's something that can never change. It's something that's in you. It's a memory built into your soul. And there is an awakening, the ascension process that we will go through in life. If you don't have the awakening now, you're going to come back. You have to come back. And most of us come back to clear out karma. And sorry for those of you guys who are thinking, I said to my best friend Siobhan before she passed away, I was like, when you go, would you come back here into the physical world? And she said, hell no, I don't want to come back. But I tell you what, when you have children, you got karma attached to you, you're coming back. That's probably the reason why I only had one. But apparently you do come back. What's up with deja vu? Before I go, I'll answer Sarah's question. She wants to know what deja vu is. Deja vu, so you know you have a blueprint of your life, yeah? You've got all of these lines and these blueprints and all of these avenues that you go in, right? Before you come into the physical world, you're going to say to your angels and your guides and your council, I want to have friendly reminders during my life. So from 1 to 80, I want to have friendly reminders. Okay, where do you want your deja vu? Put one when I'm 42, right here. Put another one over here, put another one over here, and another one over here throughout my life, and another one over here. Deja vus are friendly reminders of what you set out to do for yourself. It basically is trying to tell you that you're exactly where you're supposed to be at the right time. So anytime you have a deja vu and you're like, I feel like I've done this before, that was a friendly reminder from yourself and your council of guides and loved ones on the other side, reminding you that the reason why you're having deja vu in this moment is because you put it there and you're reminding yourself that this is exactly where you're meant to be. Deja vu is that. What is your question, Shelly Ann? That is what deja vu, a friendly reminder from you and your loved ones and your guides. It's so simple. It's just a reminder that you are exactly where you are supposed to be. That's why you have. Now, if you're an astral traveler like myself, you will be able to manipulate the energy of your dream world and bring it here into the physical world. I wouldn't be surprised if there's 154 people in here. I wouldn't be surprised if you astral travel, you come out of your body at night and you go everywhere, and then you wake up in the morning and you feel so tired because you've been traveling all night long. You've been traveling all night long. Our soul doesn't need to rest or sleep, but our physical body does. My significant other remembers all the details of her past as a male. She and I were husband and wife. I don't know, KJ, but like I just said, these are experiences that all of us will have. These strange happenings. This shit is real. This is real. That's me. I'm literally everywhere. Linda, master manipulator. That's great. We're here to master the energy of the universe so we can manifest the hell out of what we want. That's why we're here. So manifest good, guys. I do feel tired, yet I'm so fit during the course of the day. You give out a lot of energy, Marla. That means you've got healing abilities about you, sweetheart. And that means you give out healing and you don't even know that you do it. You need to have a pink Himalayan salt bath every 3 days. I wake up at 444, Linda Nicole. Do you know that 4s are the numbers for the angels? They're the angel, it's the angel number. And the fact that you got 444, that is my manifestation money number. I want to manifest 4444444 pounds. I saw white light during my surgery. There was a man who told me to go back. I have got to tell you, yes, and 444 is protection. So there are so many stories that I can tell you that's not mine. I can tell you, I've been trying to get my mother to do an interview, but she's like so shy to be in front of everybody because the stories that my mum have to tell, I mean, come on. She had a near-death experience as well. I can see that it's already 11:07. I'm supposed to be doing readings now, guys. Give me 10 minutes. I'm going to have a drink of water. I'm going to go to the toilet and I will be here doing readings for as many people as possible. Please remember that if you're a member or a subscriber, you got the first 15 minutes is dedicated to you. Every Sunday I do subscriber readings only and I'm on there for about 3 hours. I am not somebody that just caters to members and subscribers or gifters. I also cater to those people who can't afford gifts. I'm also going to say to you guys that I am not a person that will tell you to tap the screen. Keep tapping the screen, guys. No, you don't have to do jack. You don't have to tap the screen. You don't have to like. You don't have to gift. You don't have to do anything. Okay? You don't have to do a thing. Also, I learned karma comes within yourself as a reminder to do better and to give yourself a lesson. 100%. Anna Canny Art. 100%. Do you see yourself as a card reader? I read tarot cards and I read playing cards. I do. All right. I can't see your question, Shelly Ann. Geraldine, can you pin up her question before I go and come back in 10 minutes to do readings? When you start seeing numbers, it's the universe's way of calling your soul. You need to find your soul's purpose. You need to do what you're doing. It's time. I can't see her question either. I can't see it. Shelly Ann, I'm so sorry, but she's not answering. She keeps on saying the same thing. Sorry, Shelly Ann. My moderators and I can't see your question. I'm not trying to ignore you on purpose. TikTok does filter out some comments and the comments go up really, really quickly. All right, guys, I love you. I appreciate you. I will repost this live on my YouTube channel later on and yesterday's live on my YouTube channel as well. I'll see you in about 10 minutes. So if you'd like to get a reading from me, if I'm drawn to your name, I will give a reading to you. I love you. God bless you. I'll see you soon.